Oh, the technology of lying and being disreputable. And now they replace old lies with new, as Gruber denies that he's an architect and apologizes for his hateful arrogance, endangering the foreign bank's attempt to finally break America's back. Here it is.
I did not draft Governor Romney's health plan, and I was not the architect of President Obama's health care plan.
If he later got indicted by a grand jury, which he may be for fraud, they'll say, oh, I'm not the architect. I did not draft it. And they'll come out that there were a bunch of lawyers, like Thomas Jefferson drafted the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. But by drafted, they had a bunch of people there together. He came up with it after they agreed on the basic architecture. So, you know, we don't know who the Thomas Jefferson was of this monstrosity. But Gruber came up with a bunch of the key fake numbers for Congress and how to screw job people. And he bragged about it. So, see, that's his lawyer speak right there. Let's go back to the start and here. And if you're a radio listener, you got to see how he looks. Go to Infowars.com/show to see the little weasel there falling on his sword for bragging in front of the slaves. Here it is.
I did not draft Governor Romney's health plan, and I was not the architect of President Obama's health care plan. After the passage of the ACA, I made a series of speeches endeavoring to explain the law's implications for the U.S. healthcare system from the perspective of a trained economist.
Let's hit pause. He gave speeches to Democrat policy wonks and professors on how to declare war and engage in deception and fraud. You are a general teaching the PhD students and the other professors how to better mob rape America and screw over poor people. Let's just decipher what you just said, you little piece of garbage. Let's go back to him.
Over the past few weeks, a number of videos have emerged from these appearances. In excerpts of these videos, I'm shown making a series of glib, thoughtless, and sometimes downright insulting comments.
Let's hit pause. They weren't glib. They weren't thoughtless. You were bragging about how you ran a major campaign against America and successfully shoved a dagger right in our main aorta. And now they want to fully yank it through and terminate us for good. We're trying to pull the knife out and get that aorta sutured. And we're using your evil as a way to get the energy to pull the knife back out and to get in there. And they're fighting to, no, don't pull it out, drag it down through, finish the job. What did you do, Gruber? We almost had them chained down. You torture the enemy once they're chained down, Gruber. Don't brag until we've got them, till we've got their guns, Gruber. Then we celebrate. Let's go back to him.
I apologize for the first of these videos earlier, but the ongoing attention paid to these videos has made me realize that a fuller accounting is necessary. I'd like to begin by apologizing sincerely for the offending comments that I've made. In some cases, I made uninformed and glib comments about the political process behind healthcare reform.
Is that his wife behind him?
I'm not an expert on politics, and my tone implied I was, which is wrong. In other cases, I simply made mean and insulting comments which are uncalled for in any context. I sincerely apologize for conjecturing with the tone of expertise and for doing so in such a disparaging fashion. It's never appropriate to make oneself seem more important or smarter by demeaning others.
That's a favorite word of weasels.
I knew better. I know better. I'm embarrassed, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Let's play a clip of Obama talking about how wonderful Gruber is and how he has liberally taken from him. Let's go to that clip.
You've already drawn some of the brightest minds from academia and policy circles. Many of them I've stolen ideas from liberally. People ranging from Robert Gordon to Austin Goolsbee, John Gruber, my dear friend Jim Wallace here, who can talk, I think, who can inform what are sometimes dry policy debates with a prophetic voice.
All right, let's go to the really powerful ones coming up. But Gruber to critics, I spoke against my expertise. No, you bragged about in all these closed-door meetings with the president deciding how to deceive people, and you wrote a report to Congress. So that you think, by the way, Weasel, do you really think you deceived a bunch of lawyers in Congress? They needed you to write the fraudulent report so they could lie to their constituents and act like they didn't know. You really think you deceived that pack of devils in Congress, you little moron? Let's go, you fool. You were dumb enough to write the fraudulent report for them so they could play stupid.
My question is this. Sitting here today, what do you say to those people who are trying to eliminate the ACA and who are quoting your statements as a reason to repeal health care for millions of Americans and many of
By the
my
way, hit pause.
constituents?
The real enemy here is Cummings, who knows full well it's a giant screw job, massively makes blacks even more unemployed, payroll taxes, everything. He wants to lie and say you're getting some free health care here. See, that's the real devil. He's smart enough not to certify some fraudulent report. He has Gruber do it. Let's go out to break with Gruber.
People are watching us right now on C-SPAN. Now, what do you say to them?
I would say that I made a series of inexcusable and offensive comments where I conjectured with a tone of expertise to try to make myself seem smarter by demeaning others.
No.
And I apologize for that.
You acted just like
But that my
Zuckerberg,
flaws as a private
calling
citizen,
his
not a
users dumb
politician,
effers.
Not a political advisor. My flaws as a
You
private
had a
citizen
public
did not
celebration
reflect
of your evil.
on the process by which the ACA was passed.
We're going to go to break, ladies and gentlemen, and come back with more of Herr Gruber falling on his sword.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Yes, family and friends are gathering to give gifts and wish health and security. But why not enhance cell phone and wireless device security all year with Block It Pocket? A family-owned American business, we now have 2 spectacular holiday specials. Find them now at our new website, blockitpocket.com, or call 888-315-9618. Hurry, holiday special ends Christmas Day. Give the gift of security from blockitpocket.com, wishing you health, freedom, and liberty.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness. The phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it. And that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-852-1820. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-852-1820. That's 1-800-852-1820. Call 1-800-852-1820.
We are back live. By the way, New Year's is coming up, and with the holidays and all the overeating and things that go on, Oxy powder now more than ever is so essential. Now, you can do a cleanse and take 5 to 7 tablets a day of the time-released special type of oxygen that flushes out your intestines, upper and lower, large and small. Or you can just take it every couple of days, a few tablets, like a lot of people do, and it will have dramatic effects. Everybody that takes it has dramatic effects. We have it available from Global Healing Center at the lowest price at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com. And we have a lot of it in stock now. We had been neck and neck, almost selling out of it, so had Dr. Group. But we now have quite a bit of it in. And again, that is Oxy Powder. I wouldn't wait till the new year to start cleansing. And of course, the gut's the key to the immune system as well. InfoWarsLife.com. And then in the new year, you can do another big cleanse. On average, you got about 3 cleanses per bottle. Rob Dew did it for 7 days. And what do you say? He lost 18 pounds? 17, 18 pounds? Sometimes it's more dramatic because it's just all that stuff in your guts. InfoWarsLife.com. It's not a bunch of hardcore herbs that can burn you or feel bad or have other side effects. It's just a special type of proprietary oxygen that is time-released in the intestines and just scrubs and flushes everything out. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. We are sold out of the Secret 12 proprietary vitamin B12, but it looks like we may get some in next week. In fact, they're finishing it up today, and so you may be able to order that still in time for Christmas. And your support of the broadcast by purchasing these products obviously funds the entire operation. 888-253-3139 or InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com. All right, before we go any further, let's just go out to break as we start the next hour looking at the UN treaty, gun grab, and more. We'll also look at the Pacific Partnership and a lot of other unconstitutional power grabs with investigative journalist from the New American Magazine who's going to be joining us. And we'll also open the phones up. But first, let's go out with a clip of Gruber doesn't recall past statements. Here's a little bit of him being grilled this morning.
Mr. Gruber, that you believe that your statements were inexcusable, insulting, but they do appear to be true. You're not here recanting today your statements with respect to the tax aspect of Obamacare, are you?
I'm here today to say that any conjectures I made about political...
This is not a conjecture, Mr. Gruber. I mean, conjecture is, I believe it may have been, someone may have been thinking, perhaps they were, perhaps it was. This is your straight-up statements. These are not conjecture. Is it your purpose today to recant Obamacare as a tax?
It is my purpose today to come forward and elaborate and straighten out the interpretation of a series of comments that I made and to apologize.
Excellent. Let's do that then. Let's clarify it. Mr. Gruber, you made these statements, did you not?
If I don't recall exactly, but...
You don't recall. Now, one of them we actually saw on video. Do you recall that one?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, these statements, we'll enter them for the record, and I can't imagine how you don't recall your own statements because the American voter has seen them over and over again as you've called them stupid. Do you deny making these statements, Mr. Gruber, even though you don't recall them? Do you deny calling Obamacare a tax?
If you're reading my actual quotes, then I don't deny it. I
am reading your actual quotes.
Then I don't deny it.
Okay, so you're not here to recant it or to deny it.
I'm here to explain that a number of those comments were made in a tone of expertise that I don't have when I was talking about political...
Mr. Gruber, do you know what a tax is? I mean, you do have, expertise in economics. Do you know what a tax is?
Yes.
Okay. So you would not deny today that in these statements that you made that Obamacare is a tax, would you?
Obamacare is a large piece of legislation with many parts. We're going to come back, folks, with a second hour straight ahead. More of this as well. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
As the year is coming to a close, we all pause to reflect on what's happened in the past year. We take a step back and thank God for what we have. I'm David Hall, founder of Diamond Gusset Jeans. At Diamond Gusset, we are celebrating the brush fires of liberty that are spreading across this great nation. Another thing we are celebrating is you. Without the valued listeners of Alex Jones and our loyal customers, we wouldn't be here today. We offer a wonderful online shopping experience. If you receive a pair that doesn't fit, send them back and we'll exchange them at no cost to you.
Beat the shopping rush by visiting us at gusset.com and join our email newsletter to receive some great holiday discounts.
And paying no attention to political correctness, Diamond Gusset wants to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thanks for believing in our dream, the original 100% American-made Diamond Gusset jean.